Hello everyone, CM is here. Welcome to my another weekly trade recaps from 7 July to 11 July based on my TCM model. If you don't know about my TCM model, then I will suggest to watch my recent videos on TCM model. So let's go to the chart. This is 7 July, Monday. This is my London session high and this is my Asian session high. So 6 a.m. already swept the London high. That means our New York sessions bias is already sell, but there is no key level. So here you have seen there was already found a fractals high, but suddenly it's disappeared. But that was my valid key level, and here we can see price already swept the Asian high too. That means our New York session is a strong sell. Let's go to the lower time frame for entry. So that was my fractal high. Price swept the fractal high on 8:07 a.m. but not made any inversion because there is too many FBGs to be inversed. Another one note, important note. Here you can see three consecutive bullish FBG. If price does inverse only one FBG, this is not your valid entry. You must you must inverse three of these FBGs. Price swept Asian high on 8:18 a.m., which is out of my macro. But but you can extend your macro time only 5 to 6 minutes after your macro timing, not before, just after. Suppose your macro time is from 7:45 a.m. Let me mark from 7:45 a.m. to 8:15 a.m. This is your macro timing. You shouldn't go previous 7:45 a.m. But you can extend your macro timing after 8:15 up to max 5 minutes. So you already know about, if you are a macro trader, then you definitely know about hydra. So his macro timing starts from 8:20. So you can extend your macro timing only for 5 minutes, not before, only after. So 8:19, price just inverse this FBG, immediately entry, SL just above this high, TP can be this 90-minute cycle low or London low, because London, Asia, New York already swept both Asia and London high. That means our strong liquidity levels are London low or Asia low. Break even, as we have swept the Asia high, that means this 50% level of Asia is our break even point. Now we are already on break even point. It's traveling. So here you can see price already swept the London low and it's our final target, which is almost maybe 11 hour. Price swept London and Asia low too. That means for now our bias becomes buy. If there is any key level, we have a key level here, which is swing low point 10 a.m. That means we are out of macro. No entry. Let's go to the next day, 7 a.m. Here is our London session, Asia session. This is 7 a.m. opening. Nothing swept yet. Price swept the London low on 8 a.m. But there is no key level, so we have no entry. Okay. Price tapped into the key level and we have also Asian low here and there is a tiny FBG here. Let's go if there is an entry. 9:59 a.m. This is our key level. This is my Asian low. Price already made a ranging here. Entry after this kind of range is very much risky. Try to avoid this kind of situation. However, we have swept our 1H key level. Okay. Here you can see we have Asia low very near from my current price action. In this scenario, you have to wait for sweeping this Asia low too. If you have watched my TCM model, then you already know about this. If any kind of session or kind of previous day high or previous month high or previous week high is near, then wait for sweeping. Then you can go. Here we have seen my Asian low is very near and also made a tiny inversion here. That means we could have an entry here. But the problem is only for Asian low because this is very near. So we have to avoid this entry. Price sweeps the Asian low and also tap into a key level which is H1 FBG. We have made an inversion here. You can wait for reversing here or you can place immediately trade here. SL just below the swing low point. TP as we have swept both Asian low and London low. That means our strong liquidity points are either it can be Asia high or it can be London high or it can be our previous 90-minute cycle. So here we can see our previous 90-minute cycle high and London high is very near. That means we can target up to London high. We are on break even. So we hit our break even. So no entry. Here we got 11 error. Here we are out of BE. Price again swept here and also tapped into. Does this MPG field? Yes, this MPG already filled. That means there is no key level. Okay, next go to the 8 July. This is my Asian session. This is my London session. 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. Price swept both Asia and London. There is no key level. We have only key level here, which is fractal high. One more thing, if you add fractal syndicator, then you should filter these Billiam fractals. It will filter unnecessary high and lows. Make sure this 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m. aggressively up and also tap into this swing high. Let's go to the 1 minute. This is my swing high point and this is my 90-minute cycle range from 8:30 to 10 a.m. Price sweeps this previous 90-minute cycle. We have two consecutive FBG. Price not closed below it. Now price closed below this inversion. Here you can again notice this is on 10:18 a.m. out of my 10:15 macro, but you can extend 5 minutes more. So here is my entry. SL just above this high. Give some space for spread. Where is TP? Here you can see this is my 90-minute cycle range aggressively upped and we have both taken Asia and London high. So our initial target can be here. But here you can see this 90-minute cycle has 158 points. This is huge. If we target here, it's almost 236 points, which is unbelievable. So we have to target only this 90-minute cycle range, break even on 50% level of this cycle here. We are on break even and price hits our final TP. So this is almost 5 hour, 11 hour, 5 hour, 16 hour already. We are out of macro timing, so no entry today. Now let's go to the next day, 10 July. Okay, Asia session, London session, 5 a.m., 6, 7. Price swept both Asia and London high and also tapped into key level. Let's go to the lower time frame for an entry. Price must closed inside this 90-minute cycle range. Okay, here you can see price closed here on 8:24 a.m., which is very much out of my macro timing. So no entry. We'll wait for another sweeping. Okay, price swept this 90-minute cycle high again. Now, is there any key level? Unfortunately, there is no key level, although this rejection block can be a key level, but this is not my rules. Only FBG and swing high low point. So here I can see price aggressively sweeps the London and Asia, both Asia low. So my current bias is buy. This is my key level. Let's go to the lower time frame for an entry. 9:45. Now waiting for closed inside any 90-minute cycle range. Okay, here you can see new 90-minute cycle opened on 10 a.m. and the price just swept previous 90-minute cycle. Is there any key level? Yes, I have a key level which is swing low point and also FBG. Let's go to the 1 minute for an entry. Price swept. Has this swept? Yes, swept. No inversion made. Price made an inversion but not closed inside this 90-minute cycle range. This is my 90-minute cycle low. Wait for it. Closed inside. Immediately enter SL just below this low, swing low point. Where is our TP? We can place our TP to our 90-minute cycle high, but you can see this is my London session high, and this is my Asian session high. So price can either sweep Asian high and immediately can reverse, or price can again sweep the London high and may reverse. So we can target this 90-minute cycle high. So our actual target can be the London high. As I am targeting the London high, that means our break-even point should be this 50% level. We are on break-even. Ah, so price hits our final target. There was Thursday. Okay, we have another one day left. 6 a.m., 7 a.m. Sweeps the London low. That means our bias is buy. No key level. London high swept. That means our bias is sell and also tapped into key level on 10 a.m. Let's go to the lower time frame for entry. So this is my highest 90-minute cycle range. So price must be closed inside this 90-minute cycle. Here, price has closed inside the 90-minute cycle on 10:52, which is very much out of our macro timing. 10:45. If I add 5 minutes extra, then it could be 10:50. Sorry, sorry, I made a mistake. Our macro timing is from 10:45 to 11:15, or either if I have add 5 more extra minutes, then it can be 11:20. So price closed inside it. We can immediately pass a trade based on our rules. SL could be the high. TP can be this swing low point. So maybe we are on B. Yes, we are on B. Let me remove this. We are on B point and we hit our BA. So we have maybe one, two, three trades so far in this week. 11 RR, 5 RR, total 16 RR, and 2.5, 18.5 RR. So that was the video. Thanks for your timing.